What is up guys, I hope everyone is having an awesome weekend so far. If you're not watching this at the weekend, I hope your life is going great anyway. So in today's video, we are going to check out another gaming monitor, and this time round it is the ViewSonic XG270QC. Quite a long name, I know, but I don't make these up. But as always, we are going to jump in, take a look at the specs, the build quality, and see how it actually performs while you are gaming, because obviously that's the most important part. So with that said, let's get into this. So first of all, the unboxing experience is pretty pleasant as far as unboxing goes, and inside you are going to get your monitor, of course, a nice solid metal stand, your power brick, and obviously some DisplayPort and USB cables. Putting it together is super easy. The bottom part of the stand just snaps in place with the vertical part, and then you pretty much just click it onto the monitor. But you can also opt to use the 100mm VESA mount if you wish. So let's go ahead and take a look at the specs. So we have a 27-inch 2560x1440p curved VA panel with a refresh rate of 165Hz. We also have a peak brightness of 550 nits, so HDR gaming is obviously possible if you want to go down that route. And if you're using an AMD graphics card, then the FreeSync Premium Pro feature will auto enable HDR gaming for you. So with a spec sheet like that, it is definitely up against some tough competition. So let's take a look at the monitor itself. In terms of build quality, it's pretty solid, and I'm happy to report that it is pretty stealthy looking, so no crazy colour accents that are going to clash with your gaming setup. That is always a massive bonus. But we do have some RGB if you want to add a splash of colour or many colours. We have strips on the bottom of the monitor and this pattern on the rear. When it comes to the bezels, they are pretty thin and non-obtrusive, I would say, so I'm happy in that regard. And as mentioned, this does feature a 1500R curvature, so let me know if you use a curved gaming monitor down below. Personally, I prefer flat panels, but if you use one, let me know your thoughts down below. The metal stand itself is pretty robust as you would expect, and it doesn't really wobble, and I'm digging the angular design. In terms of adjustability, there is plenty. You can tilt it forwards and backwards, swivel left to right, and of course adjust the height, so getting it just right for your seating position definitely won't be an issue. Taking a look at the back, in terms of ports, we have two HDMI 2.0 ports, we also have a DisplayPort 1.4 and a USB 3 hub, and it's all kept neatly behind this cover that's perfect for hiding your cables, and of course you can route them through the stand itself. To access the OSD, we use the joystick under the Elite logo, and navigating the menus is pretty straightforward. There are plenty of options in here to choose from to set this up how you wish, and of course we can also control the RGB from here, or just go ahead and turn it off completely. On the right hand side of the monitor you will also find some other buttons. These are for power, quick access and exit, and as far as buttons go, they're absolutely fine. Okay, so that all sounds great, but how is this for consuming content and of course gaming? Well, when it comes to colour accuracy, we have over 100% of the sRGB spectrum covered, and around 90% of the DCI-E P3 spectrum, making this a pretty good monitor for people like me who like to game and do some colour correction, editing, all that kind of stuff on this side, so that's nice to see. Viewing angles are also pretty impressive. You do get a little shift at extreme angles, but with so much adjustability, this really shouldn't be an issue for the user. Input lag is another area where you won't find many issues either, but unfortunately we do have some ghosting present. When running the UFO test, you can see it is pretty apparent. Well, I can see it, hopefully you can see it on camera, especially in the darker shades, and changing the onboard settings doesn't seem to really help much at all. And while you are gaming, there are occasions when you can see this ghosting, so just keep that in mind. How annoying this will definitely be user specific. Overall, when playing games like Tomb Raider etc, I was really impressed with the colours and the details, and the same can be said for consuming content on YouTube and Netflix etc. Last of all, just before we wrap this up, there is a set of 3-watt speakers on this, and honestly they are pretty decent. I was pretty surprised. Obviously I will never use these, and if you're gaming you should have a gaming headset, personally just my opinion, but if you're someone who uses speakers then these are alright. So as I mentioned at the start of the review, this monitor definitely has some competition, and with a price tag of £480 on Amazon, there are certainly cheaper alternatives out there. So if I was you, I would definitely check out all the options that you can have, then you can decide whether you need features that are present on this monitor specifically, etc. So let me know what you think about this down below. Let me know if you use curved monitors, or even just let me know what monitor you are using. As always guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe, be kind to each other, and I will catch you on the next one. Peace.
Todos me